One second, I'm just looking for a PPT. So definitely batch 2 students also need some introduction about lamp fixtures and lamp types, right? So I'm just going to recall about it. And if batch 1 repeat our mother theriyum, just be patient. So we'll go with it. கண்டிப்பா ரிப்பீட் ஆகிற மாதிரி இருக்கும் பேட்ச் 1 ஸ்டூடெண்ட்டுக்கு. ஜஸ்ட் லிசன், நோ இஷ்யூஸ். கொஞ்சம் நீங்கள் எகைன் ரீகால் பண்ணுற மாதிரி தான் இருக்கும். நான் just going to start. Thank you for someone is started recording. Thank you all. I just forgot about recording, right? So now I think my screen is visible to everyone, right? So batch 2 student, I'm just going to recall the first topic, right? So continuation with 10 to 15 minutes maximum. 10-15 minutes or 5 minutes, right? Maximum recall purpose, right? So batch 2 students, just listen, right? Batch 1 students already they know, right? So these are the lighting which is available in industry. So how we are just going to save electricity energy by reducing wastages of electricity in lighting systems, right? So these are the common 7 opportunities will be available in industry to saving electricity energy in a lighting system, right? So these are the 7 steps. One is lighting control and replace T12, T8 bulbs and replace mercury and HIR lamps and replace metal halide with high density fluorescent. And 5, replace magnetic ballast with electronic ballast and optimization using plant flags and optimization of natural light. So optimum use of natural lights. These are 7 practical steps will be everywhere in industry. If they're just having energy management team, they will follow these 7 steps, right? So I'm just going to make it a little faster. Right, so lighting controls with the help of switches, we could able to switch on our lights wherever it's not required, and automation will be also available. And replace T12 tubes by T8 tubes with the help of, we could able to replace T12 tubes by with the help of T8 bulbs, right? And then we're just going to replace metal halide with high pressure sodium, right? So replace பண்ண போறோம், right? So mercury light replacement, we are just go with high pressure sodium, and we are just going to replace metal halide light with fluorescent halide light. And then we're just going to replace magnetic ballast with electronic ballast, and we are using optimization light, and we are just going to go with it natural sunlight. And these are the lamps. So small recall, right? I'm just going to little fast. And these are the fixtures. Lamp is going to fix in some mechanical structure that is called fixtures. So these are the different types of fixtures available. This is not restricted up to you people, right? So if you're having imagination is good, creative mind, you could be able to create different types of fixtures, right? It's not a restricted one. Jaws globes, it's look like jaws and globes, and wall mounted and pendant and track and resist and area lights and street light and exit sign. These are the different types of light fixtures, right? So floodlight. And we came across, once we'll just fix lamps in industry or maybe residential or maybe a corporate, right? So we need to be monitored continuously. We do monitoring. So once the main number of operating hours, definitely the failure, the bulb is going to be, or maybe lamp is going to be getting failure. So we're just going with the relamping procedure, right? So group lamp relamping and spot relamping. So through this, you could able to save electricity energy. Sorry, it's not electricity energy, inventory cost you could able to reduce. And lighting control technology, and today we have started. And by using switches, you could able to switch on your lights wherever it's required or maybe it's not required. So with the help of manual control, you could able to control your switches, right? So these are some protective circuits. This is called simply on off. And then we'll go with the timers. So batch 1 already we have discussed in morning. Batch 2 new work, right? And with the help of timers, we can have on timer, off timer, delay timer, real time clock timer, right? So with the help of these timers, you could able to do partial automation in lighting system. This is 100% manually we need to operate our lighting. So right, by doing a manual process, this is a somewhat a partial operation will be there. And with the help of occupancy sensor, you could able to 100% you could able to change into automation mode, right? So we are just going to control entire lighting system with the help of sensors, right? And these are the different types of sensors in morning we can discuss. And passive sensor, microwave, ultrasonic, and smart sensors, right? So these are the different types of sensors we have discussed, and working principle also we have somewhat we can recalled it about it, right? So passive infrared and ultrasonic, sound wave, microwave, and the smart sensors, right? We have discussed. And dimmers also we have somewhat we have discussed about dimmers. With the help of dimmers, you could able to extend your lamp life. So with the help of dimmers, in the sense it's called as simply it's called POT, right? Potentiometer. we are just going to eliminate the resistance which is closed into this circuit, right? We are just going to eliminate, and the same way we are just going to include resistance with the help of this rotation or maybe linear motion. So through this process, you could able to eliminate and you could able to include the resistance. So through this, we could able to restrict the flow of current or flow of power right into that circuit. So through this, we could able to control your brightness level into this room. And these are the things we have discussed, right, in the morning. So very fast introduction, fast recall. So when I batch one student repeat board, that's why I just made a fast recall. And with that, so once we are just going to lighting management in that industry, right? So I'm just going to share that entire screen. I think my screen is visible to everyone, right? So this is my desktop, right? And this is one more software, right? So once you are just had a knowledge on what are the different types of lamps and what are the different lighting control technologies will be available. Once you just got these ideas, then you need to go with that lighting calculations, right? So how we are just going to implement a lighting system in industry or maybe a commercial building or residential building. Without software, as a student, how we are just going to have that how we are just going to have that much detailed knowledge in over that lighting systems, right? So நம்ம practical பண்ண முடியாது because we are like just a student, right? So we couldn't able to get that practical exposure, right? So for that purpose, there is a three types of three different softwares will be available in market. So one is a light rules. It's a famous IoT based lighting system monitoring system software, as well as controlling also available. And this is a DIALUXEVO software. It is also powerful software. You could able to simulate the lighting system in your industry or maybe in your residential building or maybe a commercial building, right? So you could able to simulate. So based upon your scenario of your building. So by using these kind of softwares, right? So நீங்க எக்ஸாம்ல மார்க் கேட்டாங்கன்னா, so நம்ம PPT-ல பார்த்தோம் அந்த டெக்னிக் எழுதுனீங்கன்னா போதும். So you'll get a maximum marks, no issues. But apart from that, so once you just finished your degree and you are just going to work in some company, so like a bigger MNC companies, right? So maybe if you're just going to start a new entrepreneur like energy audit engineer, right? Energy audit company, you're just going to start with some 4 to 5, 6 members in our area, right? So Coimbatore, Bangalore, Chennai, right? So அப்படி போறப்ப you people need to know much knowledge on lighting system, motoring system, right? Energy audit people will know everything, right? So ஒரு இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்கு எவ்வளவு டீசல் பை பண்றோம், எவ்வளவு வாட்டர் கன்சப்ஷன் பண்றோம், எவ்வளவு ஃபயர்வுட் மெட்டீரியல்ஸ் நம்ம பை பண்றோம், and then how much we are just paying for electricity bill. Yes, energy management people, we need to know and each and everything, right? So that's why. So without this lighting software, we couldn't able to calculate the exact lighting system in our industrial and residential building. Right? So we are just going to calculate in the sense there is a DIALUXEVO meter which will be available. So I think my screen is visible, right? So I'm just started my entire screen. So there is a software called Flux Meter. Flux Meter, right? You could able to measure the light intensity in a particular area, right? So this is a flux meter. So you could able to find out the light intensity in our area. So this is a simple small meter. You could able to measure, right? So light intensity level. So light intensity flux meter for light intensity measurement. One second, right? So this is a meter, right? So you could able to measure a particular that is called a light meter. You could able to measure the lumens per that square feet, right? So you could able to measure that flux lines, right? So how much flux lines is receiving from the particular place from that lamp source, right? So in the நீங்க வந்து சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல இல்ல அப்படின்னா, we are just going to have this meter by hand. We are just going to physically once we are just for example, civil building is now construction is over. Now we are just going to fit electrical motor. We are just going to place a lighting system in the industry. Just imagine, அப்பதான் அந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர் உங்களுக்கு சொல்லி தர போறேன். Now we are just going to build a building, and electrical wiring is done, and we are just going to place a lighting systems all over building, right? So எப்படி field பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, the electrician or maybe that engineer, electrical engineer or electrician, they have their own electrical knowledge, right? So பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு உங்க வீட்லயே நீங்க பாருங்க, இப்ப நீங்க ரூம்ல தான் இருப்பீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. Just say around என்னுடைய லிவிங் ரூம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா around 15 into that is called a length 15 into width பார்த்தீங்கன்னா around 12 meter, right? ஸோ இதில் எவ்வளோ லைட் நம்ம பிளேஸ் பண்ண போகிறோம், பட் எந்த பிளேஸில் பிளேஸ் பண்ண போகிறோம், ஸோ ஒரு லைட்டுக்கும் இன்னொரு லைட்டுக்கும் வாட் இஸ் த மேக்ஸிமம் டிஸ்டன்ஸ், ஸோ வி நீட் டு ஹேவ் தட் நாலேஜ், ரைட்? ஸோ அதர்வைஸ் கேனாட் ஹேவ் தட் எக்ஸாக்ட் மைண்ட், ரைட்? ஸோ எங்கேயும் லைட் நம்ம ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ண முடியாது இல்லையா, தெர் இஸ் அ ப்ரொசீஜர், ரைட்? ஸோ தென் ஒன்லி வி குட் ஏபிள் டு கெட் அ ஃபுல் விசிபிள் ஏரியாஸ், ரைட்? ஸோ தென் ஒன்லி குட் டூ அவர் ஒர்க், ரைட், இன் ஈஸியஸ்ட் மேனர். ஸோ அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுவாங்கன்னா, தேர் எலக்ட்ரிஷியன் ஆர் எலக்ட்ரிக்கல் இன்ஜினியர், தேர் ஹேவிங் ஓன் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் தேர் ஹேவ் ஓன் நாலேஜ், they will just go fixed, right? So ஒரு லைட்டுக்கு இன்னொரு லைட்டுக்கு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா around 4 to 6 meters they will just give a place, right, face, right? In between two lights there is a gap between around 8 meters வச்சிருப்பாங்க. So based upon light ஓட lumens வச்சு they will just place it. But இதெல்லாம் வந்துட்டு நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம், they just go with it their experience, their knowledge level. But as a engineering student or maybe energetic people, we should be more beyond that level. So we should have that more knowledge as electrical energetic manager. We should have more knowledge compared to that what could I say, that electrical this good who they are working in nowadays in the industry. As a we people, we need to have more knowledge, right? So then only we could able to fix that fixes or maybe lights in a efficient manner. ஸோ அப்போதான் நீங்கள் லைட் ஒரு 10 லைட் வைக்கிற இடத்துல ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு எலக்ட்ரிஷியன் இப்போ நவடேஸ் அவருக்கு வந்து இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர் இந்த கால்குலேஷன்ஸ் எதுவுமே தெரியாமல் அவர் தே ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் ஃபிக்ஸிங் தேர் லைட் வித் ஹெல்ப் ஆஃப் தேர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் அண்ட் தேர் ஓன் லெவல். ஸோ அவர் என்ன பண்ணுறாருன்னா, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஒரு கேஸ் வச்சுக்கலாம், ஒரு 10 லைட்ஸ் ஒரு ரூஃப் பில்டிங்ல ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்றாரு, ரைட், பேஸ்ட் அப்பான் தேர் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ். ஸோ நாம என்ன பண்றோம், we are doing many calculations with the help of softwares and we will have that own knowledge. Now we are just placing this same place, we are placing around 7 lights. So we are just reducing about 3 lamps. அப்ப 3 lamps ஓட cost நமக்கு electricity bill is now getting reduced. This is the efficient way of light management in industry. So இது எப்படி சார் நாம replace பண்றது? So for that purpose we are just going to do with it a lux management, right? That's called a lighting energy management with the help of light ஓட output we are just going to measure in the form of flux. So அப்ப இந்த flux meter வச்சுட்டு தான் நம்ம மேனுவலா செக் பண்றோம். ஈவன் மேனுவலா செக் பண்ணாலும் it's not good up to the level, right? So if you are having simulation based project இருந்துச்சுன்னா பிசிக்கலா நம்ம பல்பை பிளேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு லக்ஸ் மீட்டர் கீழே லைட் லேம்புக்கு கீழே போயிட்டு செக் பண்றதுக்கும், ரைட்? ஸோ த சேம் சிவில் பில்டிங்கோட என்டையர் ஜாமெட்ரியை ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு பிளேஸ்ட் இன் டு மை சாஃப்ட்வேர் என்விரான்மெண்ட் அண்ட் then just going to copy that entire geometry values over here and I'm just going to place those lights, different lights in this software, and I am just going to measure that flux with the help of software la nam check panna porom without the help of that physical lux meter. So now lamp fix பண்ணிட்டு அப்புறம் போய் measure பண்றதுக்கும், here I am just placing graphically and I am just checking here and I am just going to arrange, maybe lux commands I am just going to rearrange the lamp positions and I am just going to verify here. Once எனக்கு simulation result perfect வந்ததுன்னா I am just going to go with that manual method, right? So manual நம்ம fix பண்ணா எனக்கு எக்ஸ்பர்ட் கூட say that எனக்கு working hours குறையும் and efficient output எனக்கு கிடைக்கும். So these are the different advantages over by using these softwares. So now we'll have 3 different types of softwares I'm having, but I'm just going to give you introduction about DIALUXEVO software alone, right? So this will be somewhat the easiest as well as efficient method, right? So it's a free software and this is the overall introduction about DIALUXEVO software, and with the help of software you could able to have that idea. And now batch 1 student already we have discussed about the street light that is called roadside street lamping system. So batch 2 student I'm just going to give you that same thing. So batch 2 student will have that recalling power, right? So you could have recall. So batch 2 students just be listen, and batch 1 also you will have a more one more thing I'm just repeating, so you will get a more clear idea about this street lighting area. So first thing I'm just going to open initially first in the so what I'm just going to have the 2 idea. One is a basic building as well as one a street light lamping management system, right? Street light. So first of all I'm just going to start with that street light system. It will be very easy to understood. So once it's finished we are just going to moving into residential home. Once we are just finishing residential home lighting system, we are just going to go with that industrial based one, right? So now this is software. So you could I think my screen is visible to everyone, right? I guess, right? ஸோ இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஃபோர் டேப் ஃபைல் as well as MS Office யூஸ் பண்ண மாதிரி தான். ஃபைல் ஓப்பன், நியூ ப்ராஜெக்ட் ஓப்பன், க்ளோஸ், இம்போர்ட் யுவர் ஃபைல். So you could draw your own building, right? So you could design your own building with your own imagination level. You could able to create it, right? So nothing wrong in that. So you could also create your own building industry, right? So otherwise you could have a option, one more option. You could able to import SolidWorks file, CAD file by using this import option. You could able to import it and you could able to insert lights. And then edit operation, cut and redo, undo, there is option, and insert. So this is software name called DIALUXEVO software. This DIALUXEVO software is going to give you more contribution towards a lighting system only. Right? So, building civil construction. It's not about CAD software. It's fully about the lighting software. Right? So I'll just give you that lighting systems. Right? There is a one more tab called manufacturer tab. So just click on it. So it's going to connect internet, right? It's going to connect internet. You could see in around the world, right? How many companies of lighting systems will be available. These are the so these are the lighting companies that is called MNC lighting companies all over the world, all over the world. These are the different high-end manufacturing companies. இவ்வளவு கம்பெனிஸ்காரங்க என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்னா இந்த டயலக்ஸ் சாஃப்ட்வேர் கூட they just had a small agreement. So இந்த கம்பெனிலாம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கோ வித் எமர்ஷன். ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் கிளிக்கிங் எமர்ஷன். ஸோ இந்த கம்பெனி these people also are going to manufacturing lighting products, right? So இப்போ என்ன பண்ணாங்கன்னா இந்த கம்பெனில what are the different is anyone just I think someone is playing, right? So I guess yes, actually, right. So someone is played my audio, right? Right. This Amazon. One second. There is a pop-up. There is an ad is playing, right? So I'm just. Actually, some ad is playing. I couldn't able to bring it out. Somewhere some audio is playing, right? So I couldn't able to track it, right? So it's fully noisy, right? Okay. And these are the different kinds of light manufacturing companies will be around the world, right? So I'm just going to in the software intelligent and maybe a good soldier reason, right? So in the Legrand company, they're also going to generate manufacturing lighting, different varieties of lights, street light, indoor light, and focus lights, LED lights, right? So for example, our company around, they will just go around 500 product branded, right? 500 brand companies will be there here. Around 500 over company, they're having own fixture design, own lamp design. So they will just given those software model, right, into this software, right? So you could able to bring these different types of lights into. We are just going to work with that in this software. ஸோ ஒரு லேம்ப் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா அதனுடைய எலக்ட்ரிசிட்டி வாட்ஸ் எவ்வளோ கன்சம்ஷன் பண்ணும், எவ்வளோ லூமன்ஸ் அவுட்புட் கொடுக்கும், அதனுடைய கேட் மாடல், ஸோ அதனுடைய டைமென்ஷன், ஜியாமெட்ரி டைமென்ஷன் எல்லாமே இவங்க கொடுத்துருவாங்க. இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்காரங்களுக்கு டயலக்ஸ் சாஃப்ட்வேர் கொடுத்துருக்காங்க. ஸோ யூ குட் ஆல்சோ bring your lighting system into this software. That's why I told that. So this is a good software, right? So I'm just going to go with that. Philips, right? So Philips, a well-known company. You people already aware that. So Apple, Ostrom, this is one more company, Panasonic. I'm just go with it, Philips, right? So I already installed this one. I just download it and just installed it as a plugin over here. So now we could able to access Philips products, right? So Philips or the entire and the company like a lighting, this is called jar and globe type lighting system, right? So we could able to access Philips or the entire product. We could have access. So they meaning all company install பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா you could have that varieties of lighting in our dialect software use பண்ணிக்க முடியும். And now I'm just going to go with that street light. So this is the overall introduction about this dialect software, and straight away I'm just moving into street light system, right? So this is an open page, right? So it's a front page. Just click இது முடிச்சுட்டு 15 minutes ஆகும், 15 to 20 minutes ஆகும். Once we just finish, we are just moving into house building, right? So just simply click on street lighting. Now it's getting ready actually. It will take around 2 to 1 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. It's just getting open, right? So this all the that is called pop-up window is going to be getting open, right? So in my left side, so this is called roads. So street light nave kandipa road irukku as a road. So you could able to create your own road also, right? So you could able to create your own road by simply clicking this one, and we could able to duplicate one more road, right? Once we're just creating one road, you could able to create one more road, and then you could able to rename it this road. I'm just go with that PK Pudur. You could able to have that your road name, and standard format you could able, so you could also follow standard road will be available. You could able to choose different types of load, right? And in my left side, so the same way we'll have street profile, right? So before into street profile, I'm just going to go with it. So you could able to zoom it, you could able to zoom up, right? So with the help of mouse wheel, we could able to zoom and we could able to unzoom. So you could see in the blue color rectangle, you could see. So in this area only, we are just going to calculating this light values, right? In the form of a flux. ஸோ இங்கே ஒரு லேம்பை ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணால் அந்த ஏரியாவில் எவ்வளோ லக்ஸ் இருக்கும், தட்ஸ் பேஸ்ட் அப்பான் லக்ஸ் அதிகமாக இருந்துச்சுன்னா யூ வில் ஹேவ் மச் பிரைட்னஸ், ரைட்? ஸோ பேஸ்ட் அப்பான் தட் பிரைட்னஸ் ஒன்லி வி ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு ஃபிக்ஸ் லேம்ப். ஸோ வி ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கால்குலேட் லக்ஸ் இன் திஸ் பர்டிகுலர் ஏரியா. திஸ் இந்த ஸ்கொயர் பாக்ஸ், இந்த டைமண்ட் பாக்ஸ் இருக்கு இல்லையா, தீஸ் ஆர் சம் ஏரியாஸ் வி ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் கோயிங் டு கால்குலேட். ஸோ இன் திஸ் டோட்டல் this total, 1 second, someone is calling. 1 second please, sorry, someone important call. Okay, we just continue, and we could able to change the geometry of this what could I say, this road dimension geometry, right? So this நம்ம எவ்வளவு ஏரியால கால்குலேட் பண்ண போறோம் லக்ஸோட அமௌண்ட் பாத்தீங்கன்னா அரௌண்ட் 0 மீட்டர் டு 15 மீட்டர். ஸோ ரோடோட டோட்டல் லென்த் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 15 மீட்டர்ஸ் வரல we are just going to calculate that lux level. ஸோ இது பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ரோடு மாதிரியே தெரியல இல்லையா? ஸோ we'll have this is called 2D diagram. So if you're just going to go with that 3D, right? So I just need a 3D value. So 3D picture, you'll have one more option called a 3D rendering over here. This is called top view. That is called floor plan view. That is called top view. In CAD, we will have that data, right? So this is called a floor view or maybe a top view. So top angle view. So you could have that one more option, 3D view. So once you just click 3D, so now we'll have the 3D rendering. You could have the 3D view. Now you could see the real what could I say, the real picture, right? So you could have that real feeling. So this is exactly the road. So you could able to change this width of road also. You could able to design your own road with by just clicking this road width. In my left side you could see road width, it will be around default 7 meters irukku. Now I'm just moving into 10 meter. Now you could see the width of the road is going to be increased, right? So this is called one way. This is called, if you are just going to create one more way, one more road, right? Just go with it. In my street profile, you could see different options will be available. So in just we'll have icons, right? So this is called add roadway. This car symbol, you know, right? So once you're just clicking this roadway, one more road is going to be creating. So once just clicking one more road, you could be able to create much road create பண்ணிக்கலாம். If you're just not going to use not this one, right? You can just going to delete it. So delete பண்ணிக்க முடியும். So you could able to delete also. So now these are two roads. So it's like a highway. So in highway, there is in between there is a grass line should be also will be available, right? So you can go with it grass also, add grass strip. But in the grass strip pathina highway la pathina in between there we are just going to mimic entire thing of our highway, national highway 47. So now I am just going to moving it to in the center area. So it's very easy. So click this grass strip and we'll have up and down option. You can go click. Now grass strip is in mid between on the room. You could able to change this grass width also. So default of 4 la irukku. I'm just going to highlight grass strip and I'm just going to change into 2 meter. Now it will be now changed into a small size. So remaining road 2 is 7 meter. I'm just going to change into 10 meters, right? So based upon it's your concession, you need to change your CAD file. And road 3 also 10 meter. I'm just going to change it to 10 meter. So equal size. So road 1, this is called a ongoing road and incoming road. So 10 meter and 10 meter. So if you're just going to add a pedestrian path or maybe a motorcycle path, right? So we are just going to go with it. So you could have a add sidewalk or add bicycle lane. So once we're just clicking the cycle icon, you could able to create one more road line. It is called as sidewalk line in this website. If you're just going to add one more cycle lane over here, just click one more time. You'll get one more cycle line, but it will be attached over here. But we need to be in the right side. So simply use this up and down arrow mark, right? So simply just going to use up and down arrow mark. Could able to change it into that side. Now the cycle lane will be in the right side also. Now your entire construction is done, right? So the same way we are just going to create your own building in the same way, right? And it's very easy to create your own building and our own company, but we should only know about your geometry, that values only. What is the level, what is the height of your building and length of a building and volume of a building. We just know that numbers simply by giving this data. You could able to create your own building. So then we are just, once our civil construction is now over, now we could see entire civil construction is now over. Now I'm just going to create my lighting systems, that is called street lighting systems. The same way, right? It's very easy and very important also. So see, in my left side there is a two tab. First tab is my road, second is now lighting, that is called luminary selection. Just click on it. Yes, I already told you that. So I just installed my Philips company products over in this Dialux software. Now I could able to access entire products from my Philips, right? Now I'm just going to go with it. I'm just going to select Philips lights. So this is called a street light. So how we are just going to select a street light model. So in Philips, n number of products will be there. I'm just going to double click on Philips product. Now Philips or entire catalog is coming. You could see how many products they are just manufacturing, right? Just to have that one idea. I'm just going to scroll down. I think my screen is visible. Anyone just confirm me. Otherwise, I just going to once again check it out. என்னோட ஸ்கிரீன் தெரியுதுங்களா? பிலிப்ஸோட ப்ராடக்ட் கேட்டலாக் பேஜ் தெரியுதுங்களா? டேட்டாபேஸ். எஸ், பிலிப்ஸோட எஸ். ஸோ இதில் உங்களுக்கு சிலபஸில் இல்லை. ஸோ வை ஐம் ஜஸ்ட் சேயிங், ரைட்? ஸோ உங்கள் சிலபஸில் இருக்கிறத நம்ம டீச் பண்ணிட்டோம். என்னன்னா ரொம்ப ஈஸி, அது ஒரு ஹாஃப் அன் ஹவர்லேயே முடிச்சிட்டோம். உங்கள் சிலபஸ் என்ன இருக்குன்னா, வாட் ஆர் த டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் லேம்ப்ஸ் அவைலபிள். ஸோ அது நம்ம பார்த்துருக்கோம். வாட் ஆர் த டிஃப்ரெண்ட் டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃபிக்ஸஸ் பார்த்துருக்கோம். வாட் ஆர் த டைப்ஸ் ஆஃப் லைட்டிங் கண்ட்ரோல் இப்போ தான் பார்த்தோம். ஆன் ஆஃப் கண்ட்ரோல், டைமரு, அண்ட் தென் ஆக்குபென்சி சென்சார்ஸ் அண்ட் டிம்மர்ஸ். ஸோ இதுக்கு மேலே எதுவும் இல்லை சிலபஸில். ஸோ நம்ம இண்டஸ்ட்ரிக்குள்ள கூட போட்டி போடணும். வி நீட் டு what could I say, meet the industrial expect, right? So இப்போ ஒரு பெரிய இண்டஸ்ட்ரி இப்போ மார்க்கெட் உள்ள வருதுன்னா we need to what fulfill their requirement. அப்பதான் நம்மள ரெக்ரூட் பண்ணிப்பாங்க, ரைட்? அப்ப என்ன பண்ணும், மார்க்கெட் இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டயலக்ஸ் எவ்வளோ அரௌண்ட் 2 years பிஃபோரே மார்க்கெட்டுக்கு வந்துருச்சு. 2018 வந்துருச்சு, right? So the same way energetic red experts 2016 வந்துருச்சு, right? So the outside market, right? So outside market industry, they are just moving in a much faster speed. But as a graduate from we people, we are just getting graduate from university college, maybe engineering college, we should fulfill their industry requirement. Then only we will get a job, right? Job as well as we will get some extra thing. So definitely we need to learn extra mile, right? So we need to go with it. That's why I'm just going to give you a small introduction about this software also. So now கொடுக்குறது எல்லாமே small hint தான் கொடுக்குறேன். You people need to be, what could I say, you need to be get more thing from this one. So நான் டெமோ தான் கொடுக்க முடியும். ஃபுல் டெப்த் நடத்தினா சிலபஸ் கவர் பண்ண முடியாது. எனவே சிலபஸே எடுக்கணும். இது எடுத்தா தான் will be full fledged. நானும் அப்டேட் ஆயிப்பேன். நீங்க as a student you could also update it, right? Now this is a Philips product. Now we'll have a number of companies I just shown you, right? So this manufacturer, click பண்ணி போங்க. And I'm just going to go with it now. I'm then just go with that luminary category. We will have a number of products, right? So luminary category click பண்ணிட்டேன். And then it's now outdoor category. இந்த street light பார்த்தீங்கன்னா outdoor தான், clicking outdoor. And I'm just going with the road side luminary. You just go with that pedestrian, whatever maybe, right? So I'm just go with that roadside luminaries, right? I'm just clicking. So roadside product பாருங்க எவ்வளவு வச்சிருக்காங்க. Philips மட்டுமே இவ்வளவு products வச்சிருக்காங்க. So how I just choose that light, sir? Just click on any one model. You can have that preview, right? So நல்லா பாத்தீங்கன்னா தெரியும் preview வந்திருக்கும். And then எனக்கு இந்த லைட் வேண்டாம், எனக்கு வேற லைட் வேணும் அப்படின்னா just go with it one more time, reset all பண்ணிடுங்க. And I'm just clicking one more product. So இதுல distributor பாத்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய distributor இருக்காங்க. So I'm just going to click this one. Now this one, I'm just going to have that product model like this. If you're not liking this one, you could just reset it all and go with it and click it, you'll get exact model. If you're not if you are not comfortable with, then you can go with it one more lights. I'm just going to with the LED model, DPL model, and I'm just going to go with it to lumens around 750 model. I'm just going. Just inga pathina left side la kaamichirum. இந்த லைட் நீங்க சூஸ் பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா ப்ராடக்ட் இமேஜ் கிடைச்சிரும். இதான் ப்ராடக்ட் இமேஜ். நீங்க ஒரு ஃபிளிப்ஸோட மாடல் எக்ஸாக்ட்லி இந்த லைட் தான் வேணும் அப்படின்னா just have this reference name. ஸோ நீங்க ஃபிளிப்ஸ்ல இது கொடுத்தீங்கன்னா இதே சேம் லைட் தே வில் கிவ் யூ, ரைட்? ஸோ இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல ஏன் ஃபிளிப்ஸ் என்னுடைய ப்ராடக்ட்லாம் கொடுத்தாங்க, அதுக்கு இதான் ரீசன். திஸ் இஸ் கால்டு மார்க்கெட்டிங் ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி, ரைட்? ஸோ if you're just going to planning with the software and you're just going to looking for this light, this will give you for 100% efficiency. Again, it will be a marketing strategy. Philips oda product skill adukkaga da. And in the lamp oda total lumens pathina 8784. Street light always have much lumens, right? So the same way maximum lumens flex pathina 700 to 5000, right? So 8000 maximum sodang total, but எனக்கு luminance output pathina 7500 கிடைக்கும். And maximum electricity power consumption, I told that already, 74 watts. அப்ப இந்த ப்ராடக்ட்ல எல்லாத்துக்கும் இவங்க என்ன சொல்லிடுவாங்க, எல்லா டெக்னிக்கல் ஸ்பெசிஃபிகேஷன் they will already given, right? So this is a very powerful as well as useful software. So total dimension, length, breadth, height, everything they will just given, right? So ballast in the light க்கு தேவைப்படல because of LED light, right? Now I'm just going to add this type of street light into my civil construction building. I'm just going to add it, right? Click add and export. Simply click இங்க add கொடுத்துட்டீங்கன்னா இங்க add ஆயிடும், பாத்தீங்களா? Leftல update ஆயிடும். And then just close. நான் export கொடுத்தோன்னே இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா update ஆயிடும், இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்ல update ஆயிடும். Catalog, now you could able to close this catalog. Now you can just simply how we are just going to add lighting system into this small thing. So two way will be available. Just click and hold and drag. So it will be very easiest method. Otherwise you could have that add luminary arrangement. So we'll have the two option. So we could able to click add road luminary arrangements from this left side icon, or maybe you could choose here also. You could also click and drag. Now once I just clicked add road luminary arrangement, so based upon your selection, automatically the lamp post will be created, right? You could see my lamp post with the lamp is now getting implemented on my one side of my right side road side, right? See these are the graph. We could see these are the graph. I'm just going to zoom it here. So these are the a percentage of your flux lines, right? 0.42 percentage, 0.28. It shows that 0.4 to 0.47 in the sense there is a huge flux lines is going to be hit on this area. It shows that here more visibility compared to this area. So for example 0.24, so 0.19 அப்படிங்கிறப்ப என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா இதனுடைய விசிபிலிட்டி குறைஞ்சிட்டே வரும். ஹியர் பாத்தீங்கன்னா 0.84, 1.13, it shows that இங்க பிரைட்னஸ் அதிகமா இருக்கும். ஸோ போக போக என்னுடைய பிரைட்னஸ் குறைஞ்சிட்டே இருக்கு. இட் இஸ் அ பிசிக்கல் ஐடியா. ஸோ இஃப் யூ ஆர் ஜஸ்ட் ஹேவிங் அ லக்ஸ் மீட்டர் இன் அவர் ஹேண்ட், just click on the flux meter over here and go with it. So you could have that physical idea, your flux is going to be getting delayed. So இது பாத்தீங்கன்னா ரோடோட ஒன் சைடு தான் இருக்கு. Now we'll have one more option. So this is arrangement type, right? You will have that arrangement type. So you could just simply right click, your lamp will be move in this direction. And if you are just going to install both sides, click on this icon. You could able to have the two idea. Both sides you will have a street light, right? And then if you are having an offset method, right? So one by one. So even இருக்கு பாத்தீங்கன்னா opposite and lights பாத்தீங்கன்னா opposite இருக்கும். So if you are just going to different arrangements, you could also have different arrangements. Now it will be offset, 1 into 1 opposite. So 1%, 1 off, 1%, 1 off. That is called even and odd, right? You'll have that option. So you could able to change the distance between one lamp post to another post. So default 15 meters irukku. You could able to increase your lamp posting distance. So 20 meter I'm just pressing. So now the distance between lamp post is getting increased. So 20 meter. And then same way you could have a beam angle. So you could able to change this beam angle light. So here my light is here, it's going to fixed around somewhere here. I'm just going to change the light position, right? So this is my light box. We could able to change this beam angle around. You could able to tilt my street light angle and just creating 5-degree angle. Now the angle is now getting changed. You could see previously the lamp is now somewhat in horizontal. Now I'm just changed into 5 degree. Now the lamp is somewhat tilted about 5 degree. So by we'll have that, we have that one more picture over here. Just click somewhere here, you could see that lamp light, lamp distance, and fixture position, and A in the sense light center height, and you could able to change that light position also. With the help of this small picture, you could able to change your lamp position. So you could able to change this entire thing, right? So you could able to design your entire thing. So once you just fixed these things, you could able to calculate your light intensity level. How we are just going to calculate light intensity luxes, right? Now there is a called function called the result, right? So once we have finished your light fixes as well as civil buildings over, everything is finished, go with that lighting calculation. This is what a much more important thing. Just click result. It's getting so it's getting ready, right? So I think it's not working, I guess. 1 second. I'm just looking for a data planning. Once we're finished, we just need to calculate. 1 second. Something is missed, I guess. 1 second, please. Yes, here it's right. So now we'll have a optimize option will be over here, right? So just click this optimize button. So based upon your geometry dimension, the road is around 10-meter width and grass strip will be 2-meter width, and my pedestrian, that is called my sidewalk of for my two-wheeler cycle, it will be around 2-meter. So based upon this dimension, your street light is going to auto this software, right? So this DIALUXEVO software, there is an inbuilt algorithm will be available. So based upon this geometry, automatically it will calculate this lamp distance between one lamp and one lamp, right? So lamp post it will be also going to be calculated. So manual I will have one more option, optimize. So once just click on optimization, it's getting changing. So now it's now changed, I guess. Yes, it's getting changing. It's somewhat changed, but almost pole distance from roadway around 0.013, 20-meter, 85. It's not changing, I guess, right? It's up to, it's good, I think. So நம்ம random எடுத்ததுமே it's good ஆ தான் work ஆயிருக்கு, right? Optimize 1 second. Result 1, light loss factor 0.67, right? So almost it will be good area. We are just placing around a good one. So if you're just, for example, I'm just changing 5-meter, you could again change optimize பண்ணி பாருங்க. Now it's going to change. Now I'm just going to decrease the lamp post distance. Now you could see a number of lights will be now creating. So because of ஒரு lamp இன்னொரு lamp 5 meter தான் கொடுத்திருக்கேன். That's why it's now many number of lamps is now created. Now you can go with it, optimize all variants. Now it's not, actually it's not creating, right? So previously it's working, something's happened to its, right? So I'm just going to look at later. No issues, but result 1 second. Actually free software தான், just now உங்களுக்கு டீச் பண்றதுக்கு முன்னாடி நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணேன், ஒர்க் ஆச்சு, but something is going to happening. 1 second. It's now getting ready, I guess. Yes, it's now getting ready. Result. It's getting changing. I think it's getting working actually. So once we are just clicking result as well as documentation, entire your project is going to be converted into documentation. So entire documentation is now getting preparing based upon your geometrical dimension, placing of light, everything is now converted into documentation. It's like a project. So once you just finished it, everything, it's now documentation is getting prepared. Now you could able to submit into your customers, right? It's now getting based upon this only you could able to have that document data. It's now getting ready. So second assignment possibly like by using this type of softwares only I'm just going to preparing. So நிறைய பேர் இன்னும் batch 1 assignment வைக்காம இருக்கீங்க. So it's now 11 page, totally 13 page. It's now getting creating. So no issues. Tomorrow onwards we are just going to go with it. Once we just finished our straight lighting mudichachu, we are just go with it. Buildings and industry rooftop, right? So we'll go with it tomorrow onwards. It's getting done. Yes, totally 57 pages the report has been generated. See, 57 pages. Now, this is the first page, and we are just going to go with it. Second page and third. So we are only placing around five. What could I say? 5 meters. நம்ம கொடுத்திருந்தோம். Total 61 lamps they are used, and totally around this much lumens for a single lamp. Lumens efficiency per watts 100 lumens will be now getting. And this is the lamp which we have selected. So அதனுடைய technical specifications, and then description. This is what my road, bicycle lane 2 meter, and these are my road. So how much square feet is now getting, right? Grass strip. So these are two road, totally two roads இருக்கு இல்லையா? So this is what my first road, and this is what a grass strip 2 meter, and my second road 10-meter gap, and one more bicycle lane. It will be now 1 meter. Now total load. So these are the lamps which we are just going to selected it, and fitting பார்த்தீங்கன்னா ஒரு லேம்புக்கு ஒரு லைட் தான் நம்ம ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கோம். Efficiency will be 85% for that particular lamp. Now we'll have that exact thing. So bicycle learn 2ல பார்த்தீங்கன்னா and learnல நம்ம செக் பண்ணல. So lumens பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அங்க light energy இல்லைன்னு சொல்றாங்க, right? Because of light is focusing on my road side, not in my bicycle lane side. You could see in my previous case, நம்ம bicycle lane பார்த்தீங்கன்னா lamp postக்கு பின்னாடி தான் இருந்துச்சு. That's why the result is now it's not displayed over here. But இங்க பார்த்தீங்கன்னா road sideல the result is now good. So around your result somewhat it will be good, and we'll have that entire calculations will be there around 75%, 57 pages report. You could see that the flux level, you could zoom and you could have that data. I'm just going to zoom it 1 second. You can have that numerical number over here. 1 second. You could have that numerical number will be available. It will be going to display it over here itself, right? So you could see, I'm just going to zoom it 200%. You could see the numbers, right? So 72, it will be now somewhat a good light. So போக போக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா லைட்டோட இன்டென்சிட்டி குறைஞ்சிட்டே போகும். Now these are the analysis report, entire 57 pages. Could see the meters difference போக போக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா எனக்கு lumens குறைஞ்சிட்டே வரும், lumens factor குறைஞ்சிட்டே வரும், right? So you could have that graphical view also. Here numerical number also will be coming. எங்க lamp கிட்ட பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 4.8 போக போக ரெடியூஸ் ஆயிட்டே போகுது, 2.5ல போடுச்சு. Because this is my lamp position and this is a 10-meter road. So இங்க பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 4.8 இருக்கு, லைட் பக்கத்திலே பிரைட்னஸ் அதிகமா இருக்கும். போக போக பார்த்தீங்கன்னா டிஸ்டன்ஸ் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகி 2.5 தான் வந்திருக்கு. This is my road side. So the same way you'll have that n number of data will be there. You could have that analysis also. So this way I told that it will be good software for understanding or maybe analyzing these lighting systems in industry as well as residential and commercial as well as. So and tomorrow class we are just going to go with it residential and commercial building, right? So we'll go with it. So this is a roadside, and tomorrow we are just going to go with it residential as well as industrial rooftop. We are just going to go with it those lighting systems. I guess it will be somewhat worthy, I guess, right? So உங்க ரெஸ்யூம்ல தயவுசெய்து இந்த சாஃப்ட்வேர்லாம் போட்டுக்கலாம். ஸோ எனர்ஜி மேனேஜ்மெண்ட்லேயே நம்ம 3 சாஃப்ட்வேர் பார்த்துருக்கோம். Red Screen Expert and DIALUX and Light Rules. One more software is coming in future. So you can have that simulation skills உங்க ரெஸ்யூம்ல போட்டுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா MATLAB, LabVIEW and Arduino. So we'll have that n number of platform, right? So and Raspberry எல்லாம் போட்டிருப்பீங்க இல்லையா, that you could add one more these two types of software, Red Screen as well as கண்டிப்பா they will as entry question they will ask you, right? So CAD நீங்க போட்டுக்கலாம். So many thing you could able to, நீங்க எதெல்லாம் knowledge இருக்கீங்களோ அதெல்லாம் உங்க resume simulation skill நீங்க could add it, right? So with that I'm just going to freeze it somewhere here, and tomorrow onwards we're just going to go with it